Hi, I'm Keith Duncan. I'm so glad that you are taking the time to watch this video. It's been a while since we've been able to be together. Perhaps you came to the Throne Zone when we hosted that, or perhaps I've been to your church, or maybe we've just been friends throughout the years. If so, then you've known the journey that God used us for 10 years to host the Throne Zone Conference. We saw countless lives transformed, people, churches, regions that were really affected and impacted greatly, and watched the worship culture transition in a mighty way through many congregations. Some even changed their name so much because they were impacted so greatly over the year. And so once again, God is speaking to us in this new season to build again. And so to that end, we're going to gather in Raleigh, North Carolina, May the 15th, 16th, and 17th for an Infusion, an upper room experience. I'm very excited that God is just connecting us, and God has given us specific instructions to gather people, specific people and guests that He's called us to gather together. And so we're going to gather at the Hilton Garden Inn Grand Ballroom in Raleigh, North Carolina. There's going to be such a synergy of anointing that God is going to release such a powerful dimension of His presence that it will produce transformation in our lives in that place, so much so that we will begin to become doorkeepers to revival in our areas. When you say doorkeepers, what does that mean? Well, a doorkeeper is responsible for creating an access, an entryway. You greet somebody at the door when they come to your house, and you welcome them in. And as a good host, you just bring them in and make them comfortable and enjoy the time together. But for a doorkeeper of revival, someone has to be the first one to open the door. And I believe that those of us who are gathering are coming with an intention to open the door for revival to our cities. And I believe this is going to be the first of many sparks that begin to erupt. You've heard me talk over the years about the glory pockets that I believe will be a glory zone explosion. And so I believe this will be the first of many gatherings that take place around the nation. But I'm asking you, if you're close, please come and join us. There's not going to be a registration cost, but there will be a registration because seating is limited. And so all of the links will be found below. But I'm asking you to prayerfully consider, is God calling you to be a doorkeeper? Is He calling you to be a host, to host revival and to help us build this revival culture? Listen, folks, God, this is a now season. This is a now word that God is speaking. And so many are hearing it, but let me ask you this. Will He have your yes? That's all He's looking for. When we hear His voice, to simply respond by saying yes. Because that is when our spirit comes into agreement with His will, and that's where breakthrough takes place. That's where transformation begins. That's the access point, if you will, for this whole spirit of this revival culture that God is wanting to birth. I'm hoping that you will prayerfully make plans to join us May 15th, 16th, and 17th at the Hilton Garden Inn for Infusion, an upper room experience.